Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be looking at and just talking about how I actually do not believe that there was ever a honeymoon for the Kamala Harris campaign and how I feel like the rest of the selection is going to go. So if we just head out to Real Clear Politics, here's a polling aggregate for them. This line here is after Biden left the race. And then here's where they start polling again. And you see this blue line. Harris overtakes Trump, according to Real Clear Polling, within a matter of 2 weeks. And then the supposed honeymoon, which should have lasted a week or 2 weeks, it's now in its 3-week period. And Harris, she is not giving up. Harris is up by 1.8%, which might actually be the highest she's ever been. Yeah, according to Real Clear Politics, Kamala Harris is at her highest right now. I just can't see there being a honeymoon anymore. And we go over to 538. Kamala Harris has always been leading, according to 538. And she is at one of her peaks. When they started polling, Harris was up by a mere 0.8%. And it just keeps going up. Her peak was at 3.67%. She's at 3.4%. That is big. So now let's talk about how this election is going to go. Since I don't think there's a honeymoon anymore, I think Kamala Harris, she's just going to keep going up and up. Don't get me wrong. I don't feel like she's going to go up and up to where she's above by like 6 or 7%. I feel like there is a ceiling. And once she reaches that ceiling, Donald Trump, he's not just going to have to watch Kamala Harris fall down. She's not going to fall back down after she reaches that point once she hits the top, which right now I think is around 4 or 5 percentage points. So once she hits that ceiling, which we do not know when, it could be after the first debate, it could be after the second debate, it could be 1 week before the election. But after that, Donald Trump, what he has to attack Kamala Harris. He has to win over more voters. He has to try his best to get Kamala Harris back down to where she was before. Because Donald Trump, he's not running that bad of a campaign right now, but that's not stopping Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is at 3.4%, and I feel like that's going to grow to like 4%, 4.5%, 5%. So, all we can do is wait and see. And Donald Trump, he should have picked a better VP than J.D. Vance. That could be the reason that he loses this election. I feel like that was his biggest flaw. And then we also have to talk about the debates. The first debate, the second debate. There's just so much to cover this election. And with the results of the first debate, I feel like there's going to be three different scenarios. Trump destroys Kamala Harris. Second, they both suck. It's a very stale debate. Nothing really happens. The third and last scenario, a lot of things happen, but it's pretty much a stalemate. I really don't know right now. This election is pretty confusing. Probably one of the craziest elections yet. I feel like there's going to be riots no matter who wins this election. And right now, the rest of my prediction is kind of undecided. I do have Kamala Harris winning Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Nevada. But the three last deciding states, Wisconsin, Arizona, and Georgia, I don't know. I don't know right now. But that's kind of it for this video. If I really had to put these three states in the spot, I would give Georgia and Arizona to Trump, Wisconsin to Harris. But to end off this video, I just want you guys to know there will be more predictions soon. There will be more president predictions, Senate predictions. I'll probably upload a Senate prediction regarding this new poll in Nebraska. I know we don't talk about Nebraska a lot, but in the seat with an independent, Dan Osborne, he trails the incumbent Republican Deb Fischer by just 1% in Nebraska, so I will definitely be covering that and other Senate polls. And if you saw my community post lately, I've been talking about something big. My 2028 presidential election timeline, it is massively inspired by the political chatter. It's basically just news coverage, hypothetical news coverage of the 2028 presidential election timeline, starting from when Trump became president, to the primaries, to the conventions, to the presidential election itself. It's going to be a very long video, definitely going to be over 1 hour, possibly over 2 hours. So if I don't upload as much, it's just me working on that. And that's it for today's video, and I'll see you next time. Probably in like 1 day.